All right, let's jump in. The Greater Austin, Texas market report for real estate 2023. Let's do it. Okay, my name is Paulie Campanero, owner of the Vision Realty Group, and man, my team's been hustling since last May of 2022 on what's been going on in the real estate market. We've been up, we've been down, we've been all around, and the March numbers that just came out, we're a little late from Austin Board of Realtors receiving those numbers, has just turned my mind upside down. I'm just completely perplexed as to what's going on. So let's jump in on the numbers because, man, since May of 2022, before March, Travis County down 24% since May of 2022 up until February, and for Williamson County down 20%. Those are big numbers. Those are hefty numbers. And Williamson County, while Travis County in February hung tight and the median price point stood still, Williamson County lost 6% in just 1 month from January to February. And so while Williamson County dips some months, Travis County stays still. And while Williamson County stays still some months, Travis County has dipped. And so we've seen all kinds of volatility, right? In Travis County, more urban center, the more urban centralized portion of the greater Austin area has seen the bigger chunks of depreciation. Williamson County in more recent months has seen some pretty big chunks and has really given us some indication that maybe the biggest chunks of depreciation are not completely behind us until March. And March numbers come out and my mind is blown with the numbers of both Travis and Williamson County plus 3% month over month. Now this is pretty interesting that we see both counties experience plus 3%. Those are red hot market numbers that we saw in 2021 and at the beginning of 2022. Plus 3% appreciation in just 1 month. Wow, didn't expect that. Expected maybe a little less depreciation, maybe some continued holding. Travis County month over month in January and February kind of hung tight on the medium price points, staying still. And so I thought we'd see more of that. Definitely didn't expect to see an increase of 3%. Again, that's a very large number. For some of you, of those who've been around, 3% to 5% appreciation in a year in prior years when things weren't cuckoo could be experienced. So to experience a 3% appreciation in just 1 month, especially in a market where we've just been falling downwards, is a big surprise. Now, keep in mind, these numbers are really from February. Think about it. The numbers that record for closings in March were for properties that received offers in February. So actually, this started in February, and another key indicator that you're not going to see online or see articles about is the number of showings. And for people like myself who list a lot of property, and for my team that lists property, and our intentionality to go out and find listings, we've experienced that. The last 30 to 45 days has seen an increase in showings across the board, from properties from $300,000 to properties from $3 million. We've seen activity go up everywhere. And hey, oh, by the way, for a free consultation or for some more information in regards to value on your property, call us, text us, email us to be able to answer those questions, and we provide free consultations, no obligations, for what's going on with the value of your home. Okay, so let's jump back into this report, because 3% appreciation in 1 month is just astonishing. Is that what you've seen? Are you experiencing that in your neighborhood for properties around you? Because I know y'all are paying attention to what's going on and you're talking to your neighbors as far as what's happening. And so I'd love to hear what you're seeing in your neighborhood or what you're experiencing in regards to the activity around you, because again, one of the key indicators as an experienced and specialized listing agent is the fact that when showings are up, look, activity's up. And while there's been volatility in the interest rate, maybe there's been some normalization of where we're at on the interest rate now that we've been in the sixes for so long, a little higher, a little lower, and we're in the mid to low six ranges now, depending on your credit score, because that's a factor, depending on the type of loan you take or the amount of money you put down. And so don't ask your lender or your agent what the interest rate is, because it varies. Really, it does. I can give you no better an answer than a lender or somebody or information that you could get online is, because of those prior factors that I just mentioned. And so it hangs around the mid to low sixes, and maybe there's been some normalization with that. And look, I'm just hypothesizing because we don't really know what's going on with the market nationwide. If you look at articles, you'll see people talking about values coming down, which they have been. Now, real estate's always local, and we've seen, obviously, this last month, real estate go back up 3%, astonishing, still in my head. But we've seen other key indicators that we'll look at now in regards to Travis and Williamson County. All right, let's jump in on those numbers. So in Travis County, closed sales are up 300 homes compared to month over month from February from the previous month in February. Average days on market is down 10 days. So closings have spurt upwards, and the average days on market is down 10 days month over month. That's a pretty big jump, actually, down 10 days February to March. So there's been a pretty big uptick in activity. Now, new listings to market in Travis County is up 800 homes. So stereotypically this time of year, more people are getting into action to put their property up for sale. And we're seeing that in Travis County in active listings. So not just new listings to market, but the number of active listings up 600. And that makes sense based off of the number of new listings, 800 up 800 month over month. Now, pending sales plus 400, that makes sense. We saw more closings, and the months of inventory plus 0.6, about a half month, a little more than a half month over the previous month. And of course, we just saw new listings up, and so that would make sense, the months of inventory. Now, months of inventory is if no other homes came on the market, how long would it take for the current inventory to sell out? That's months of inventory, and currently we're at 3.1 in Travis County, so it'd take about 3 months. Now, look, technically that's still a seller's market on paper traditionally, but we're not in traditional times. The interest rate rising faster than it ever has in such a short time frame has caused buyers to have anxiety and to throw up in their mouth a little bit as far as like really feeling comfortable with the market. And so there's apprehension, there's anxiety around the market to be able to jump in. And should I buy right now? Okay, stick around to the end. I'll talk about that one more time, because I talk about it every month. And so there's apprehension and anxiety around the market. So technically on paper, it's a seller's market with only a 3-month supply. And yet it really feels more like a buyer's market because of that fear that people have. Okay, let's take a look at Williamson County with plus 200 in closed sales. Now, Williamson County, for those of you who are not as familiar with the greater Austin, Texas area, Williamson County is a little bit more of the more rural parts, but you got some pretty big areas in there too with Round Rock and Georgetown, but there's big swaths of land in those areas where there's quite a bit of country out there and pasture. So with Williamson County, you have Pflugerville and Round Rock and parts of Georgetown and Hutto, and so just more open, wide spaces. I think there's a country song around that. Don't hate me. Okay, so plus 200 home closed sales in the Williamson County area, the more rural part of the greater Austin, Texas area. Days on market hung tight at 82 days, and that's pretty even to the prior month, 81 days. And new listings up 400 homes. Active listings up 100 homes. So we saw a good amount of homes move pending, up 200 homes. All those numbers correlate when you really look at them. And then months of inventory, 2.6, that's up 0.2. 2.6, that's a pretty good number for sellers. And so you see this war of attrition really happening where sellers are really not coming on the market at an alarming rate, definitely an increased rate for this time of year, and that's typical. But we don't see a 6, 7, 8 month supply of homes. We just don't see that. 2 months in Williamson County, 3 months in Travis County. This is a seller's market on paper. And yet the buyers are slow to move. And so we're seeing this war between the sellers and buyers, this chicken to see who's gonna blink first. And look, the buyers are gonna have to move at some point, because if we don't get past a 3-month supply of homes, then look, they're going to have to do something. And we're seeing that with listings sit on the market a little bit longer, but buyers circling back and calling me to talk about what's going on, how to structure a deal. And so having the right person in your seat as a seller can help make sure that you move before the other homes and still sell for the highest price possible in a market that could still see a little competition if you got the right strategy, if you have the right marketing. Because if it was just about sticking it up on the multiple listing service, the electronic corkboard of the internet for homes for sale, then realtors like myself would have been gone a long time ago. And so marketing matters, strategy matters, communication matters for you to be able to take advantage of the market. Because if not, you could easily be sitting around. And if you're buyers, you want to make sure that your agent is being proactive in getting the intel, having the conversation directly with the listing agent to find out what's going on. Are there any angles here for us? Is there any leverage for us? Is there competition happening? And all of those equal you having a better opportunity to get the best deal possible, whether you're on the selling side or the buyer side. And so look, who you know does matter. Right? My dad taught me that long ago, like who you know matters. It's all about who you know. It's all about who you know. I come from a big Italian family in New York, and it's all about who you know in New York. And God blessed me to be able to come to great state of Texas. I wasn't born here, but I got here as fast as I could, right? That's a saying that I heard here in Texas. To be able to have this blessing of being able to buy real estate and be able to be involved in real estate. And so with this great opportunity comes a great responsibility. And it's your responsibility to be able to reach out to great agents like myself and like the agents on my team to find out what's going on. And once we have a little bit more clarity around your vision, then look, it's our mission to make sure that we bring you the inside market information that you need to have the clarity to get the best deal in this crazy market as it continues. Stay tuned, subscribe, share. See you soon.